What if you could increase your new business by 25, 50, or even 100% or more this year? How would that affect you, your business, and would that have a positive impact on your family life? Hi, my name is Mike Steffens, and I'd like to welcome you to the Google Plus Local training using Google Plus Local to maximize exposure and increase your new customer base in 2014. Now, before we get started, I have a few recommendations to make. Recommendation number one is to eliminate all distractions around you. That includes turning off your email, your cell phone, and even close the door if need be. The reason is because the information I'm about to share with you for free will have a positive impact on your business this year. Recommendation number two is to get a pen and paper together and take notes, because this presentation won't be online for much longer. Alright, let's get started. Now, you may be asking yourself, why should I care about Google Plus Local or local search in general? Well, I'd like to share some information with you. What we're looking at right now is a call tracking summary from the month of February for a chiropractic client of ours in Atlanta. Now, what we do is we track all the phone calls coming from their Google Plus Local listing into their business. We do this so that we can measure and manage our results on a weekly and monthly basis. As you can see here, this chiropractor in Atlanta gets anywhere from 21 to 28 calls every week. A dentist in Tampa gets 11 to 19 calls every week, all from Google Plus Local. A restaurant in Orlando gets 38 to 57 calls every single week. And a beauty salon in Sarasota gets 24 to 37 calls every week, again, all from Google Plus Local. Now, if you look at here, this is where your customers click when they land on the search results. This is a heat map study conducted by a research firm in which they set over 2,000 people down and hooked them up to equipment that could track where their eyeballs went. So simply said, when they were told to Google certain things, they could track to what they were looking at, where they were paying the most attention to. And if you look here, in the most, I guess, intense color part, the yellow to white area, those are the top 3 Google Plus Local results. So in this specific example, kind of correlates what the rest of the industry has been saying, is the most attention goes to the top 3. In fact, the top 3 positions get more than 50% of all the business of people that land on those search results. Simply put, Google Plus Local equals money in the bank. Now, 37% of consumers use the internet to find local businesses at least one time per month. Nearly 61% of online consumers use Google regularly to find local businesses. As of December of 2013, Google owned just over 67% of the search market. The next highest search engine was Microsoft's Bing, which held 18% share of the search market. Let's talk about Google Plus Local and mobile. Of those who had a successful search using mobile phones, 48% visited the business. 55% of mobile searches convert into a store visit, phone call, or purchase happening within an hour. Mobile searches drive valuable outcomes for local businesses. 3 of 4 mobile searches trigger follow-up actions. Alright, so now that we've established why your business might want to pay particular attention to Google Plus Local, now let's turn to what is Google Plus Local. Google Plus Local is your business listing in Google's local search results on your desktop or laptop, Google Maps, Google's mobile search results on your smartphone, iPhone, or Android, and the Google Plus social media platform. Here's an example of what local search results in Google look like on your desktop or laptop. Notice down here, these are all the Google Plus Local listing results, or your business listings. And then up on the right-hand corner, there's the Google Map. Now remember, again, the most of the attention went to the Google listings and the map listings from that heat map study we just took a look at. This is what a Google Plus Local listing page looks like on a desktop or laptop when you click on it. You can see right here, there's the company contact information, has a map, address, phone number, website, what type of business it is, and a short description. Okay, here's what you have right now is the review summary. Basically gives you the statistics on that business review profile. It gives a rating from 1 star to 5 stars. In this case, this business has 4.1 rating. Over here are the photos and images that are shared by this business. Right here in the middle, we're already on the About page. You can click on Posts, Photos, or Videos to learn more about that business. And then in the upper left-hand corner, there's the business's main image, the title of the business or name of the business, Catalina's Pizza, and again has the basic information, address, phone number, times they're open today, and an opportunity to follow them on the Google Plus network. This is what the search results look like on an iPhone or other mobile device. Again, you have the map and then the listings with the rating, star rating prominently placed. This is what Google Plus Local results look like on just the map on a mobile device. This is what the Google Plus Local listed results look like on the Google Maps mobile application. And this is what a mobile Google Plus Local listing looks like. Notice there that you can click to call, click for directions, or click to go to their websites, and of course you can see the reviews. Alright, now that we've gotten all that out of the way, I'd like to officially welcome you to our training, the 5 steps to dominate Google Plus Local. Alright, let's get started. In the 5 steps to dominate Google Plus Local, step number 1 is to spy on your competition. Step 2 is about local business directory sites, what to do and what not to do. Step 3 is probably the most important step and factor in actually dominating the local search results in Google and Google Plus Local specifically. It's optimizing your website specifically for your Google Plus Local listing. This by far is the most important piece of information. Then step 4 is to set up your Google Plus Local listing correctly and optimize it. And then step 5 is to develop and implement an effective online review strategy. You might notice that the setup of your Google Plus Local listing is the 4th step and not the 1st. And there's a reason for that, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Okay, there's the 5 steps, and if you do them in this order like I suggest you do, you'll see very quick results as compared to doing it another way. So again, these are the 5 steps. Let's dive into step number 1. Spy on your competition. Alright, let's dive on into step 1. Step 1 is spy on your competitors, and what I mean by that is this. You want to find out what local business directory sites they're listed in. This is important because when you're talking about optimizing an online business listing like Google Plus Local, part of that factor of how companies appear higher than other companies is how many directory sites that they appear in. A local business directory site is like Internet Yellow Pages. It's the Yellow Pages of the 21st century. Examples are Google Plus Local, Yahoo, Bing, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, Yelp, etc., etc. There's hundreds of them out there. So it's important though that you create a local prominence factor by being in as many local business directory sites as possible. More specifically, you want to know which business local directory sites your competitors are in, and you want to be in those as well, and then some more. Alright guys, here we are in Google. Let me just give you an example of what I'm talking about. So if we were going to use the example of a carpenter in Tampa, here we go. Carpenter, Tampa. Alrighty. Okay, so we have the paid advertising up here, here's our map, and then boom, there are the Google Plus Local business listing results. So what I was talking about and what you want to do is you want to actually go in and Google the name and zip code, or even the name and phone number of each of these businesses, assuming that your business is somewhere in the extra results or is nowhere on page 1. That's what you want to do. So just a quick example is we'll do master carpentry and repair. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste their name, open up a new tab, paste it in there, and then I'm just going to use their phone number. You can use zip code or phone number, either or works just fine. So we're going to go ahead and copy their phone number, put it right next to their name, make sure there's a space in there, boom, search it. Okay, great. So this is what I was talking about. So now you have this competitor, Master Carpentry and Repair, and it's in Tampa, and then you see the different sites that they're listed on. Merchant Circle, local Yahoo, Super Pages, Angie's List, of course, for that type of business, Manta, Telephone Activity, I've never heard of that, Size Up, Yellow Pages, There's their website, and if you go through the results more and more, you're going to see pretty much every business or every listing site that they're in. You're going to notice after a while they may not be in some of these sites, and that just means you've probably gone too far. The average for this specific industry in Tampa, I don't think any of these businesses are going to have any more than maybe 40 to 70 listings. But you know, this is the hard part per se, because it's really boring, and you know, it's really not that exciting. But really, it is necessary to get this done. So you have a good foundation and have a blueprint of exactly what you need to do in this part of the listing optimization, so that you can overtake your competitors. So again, we do this for Master Carpentry. We do the same thing for Guy Carpenter and Company LLC, AMC Industries LLC. You get the point. And so then, once you're done with all of that, you want to keep this in some kind of a spreadsheet. You know, I don't have a spreadsheet up right now, but it's pretty simple. Company name, what result they're listed in, and then make a list of all the sites that they're in. Do this for the next, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then do the same thing for yourself. Once you have all 7 lists together, then you can see all the sites that your competitors are in, and then you can see all the sites that you're in, and then take the whole list of all your competitors' sites against the whole list of yours, okay? And then go ahead and have that ready, because what we're going to do is we're going to use that in step 2. So I just want to give this quick example, and let's get right back into it. Need to fast track your results? Listen, you don't need to do this all by yourself. You don't need to go it alone. Call today and I can discuss how we can build you a personalized Google Plus Local blueprint. This goes way above and beyond what's discussed in this 5-step course. This also will give you faster results, better lead conversion, more new business, and better staying power, and not just one spot on page 1 in the Google Plus Local section, but to have your business occupy multiple results on page 1 for maximum lead conversion. Again, this includes advanced techniques, methods, and processes that aren't shared in this free 5-step course. Now, this comes in 2 formats. The first is a do-it-yourself, step-by-step manual. I do all the legwork for you. I do the keyword research, the competitive research. I put together the plan. You go out and execute the plays. If you don't have time, you just want all the results, it's great. We can discuss how we can build you a custom strategic plan, build the blueprint, then we'll do all the work for you. In order to get this, give me a call at 941-677-8604. I look forward to speaking with you. All right, let's dive into step number 2. Step number 2 is all about local business directory sites. So you have your list of all the local business directory sites that you appear in. You have all the sites that your top 7 competitors that rank higher than you appear in. Now it's time to take this to action. The first thing we want to learn about is called citations and why they are important. A citation is simply a mention of your business name, address, and phone number anywhere online or anywhere around the web. Typically, these are found in business directory sites. So this is why it's important, is because the more citations you have, the more votes of confidence you have with, say, a search engine like Google. It's called local prominence. So if your competitors are in 65 different directory sites, you want to be in 70 or 75. The more that you have, the better off you'll be. Now, this used to be the only thing you had to do in Google Places before it became Google Plus Local, but now there's some other factors like your website that have much more weight on your positioning in the search results, but this is still a foundational thing that needs to be done, okay? So the next thing we're going to talk about is claiming your listings and submitting your business details, i.e. your name, address, and phone number. So what you're going to do first is go to your website, copy and paste your business name, address, and phone number exactly as it appears on your website, and if it's not on your website, add it right away because it's important. And then place that on a text document or a Word doc, something where you can easily copy and paste. You're going to go to all those listing sites or those directory sites that you're in, and you're going to claim your listing if it's not claimed, and you're going to put in the name, address, and phone number exactly how it appears on your website, meaning spelling, punctuation, capitalization, spacing, everything. So you're going to do that on all the sites that you appear, and you're going to claim your listing, and then you're going to make sure that your citation or your name, address, and phone number are identical to that on your website. All right. You're also going to do this to the sites that you're not on but your competitors are on. You'll have a list, obviously you have a list of that as well. That's where you're going to go into those sites, and there's a section to submit your listing. And again, the most important thing you want to do is make sure that your name, address, and phone number, I can't say this enough, is identical or verbatim to what your listing is on your website, or your business details. So step number 2 is to work with those local business directory sites that you already compiled from step number 1. You know a citation is important as far as optimizing any kind of online business listing, and now you're going through the actions of claiming your listings where you appear, making sure your citation is exactly the way it appears on your website, and then submitting to the websites that your competitors are on, meaning local business directory sites, that you're not, so that you can do everything that they're doing, and then you're going to exceed that. Alright, so this is an example of what it is to claim or submit a listing, your business listing, to one of these directory sites. So we'll just do something easy like superpages.com. Alright, so we clicked on this result for this master carpentry and repair in Tampa. It's going to, in a couple minutes, pull up the result. There it is. Now remember, I'm using screen sharing software, so there's a little bit of a delay. And let's see, here we go. There's their review, and then you want to say submit yours. So what we're going to do is we're going to add your free listing. Now every site's a little bit different, but if you look around, you're usually going to find either claim your listings. This isn't our company, this is just an example, so I'm not going to do anything with it, but add your free listing. So I'm going to click on that, and then we're going to wait for the next screen to pull up. Alright, here we are, and you want to put in your business phone number. I'm just going to put in a fictitious one, 813-555-69999. Okay, great. Find my business. Now, they're probably not going to find the business, so I can show you really quickly what it looks like to claim a listing. Alright, so sorry, there are no listings for this number. Add your business, and I'm going to go ahead and add it, so I'm going to select that. And then continue editing. Continue to edit your listing. Great, so we click on Next. Alright, it took quite a while. Alright, and this is the simple information I was talking about. You're going to put in the exact business name, your address, city, state, zip code, website address, the exact same thing that you had on that that you copied from your website. So you go ahead and enter that information, select business categories, and then it will have you create an account. So you just give it your name, last name. Use an email address that isn't your normal email address, because you are going to get bombarded from all these listing directories. You probably do already, but you're going to get bombarded from sales calls and emails trying to upsell you to their premium listings. Don't do it. It's a waste of money. Don't even think about it. So I would set up your own Gmail account or Yahoo or whatever Hotmail account just for submitting listings to, so that they're going to confirm by sending an email to that account. You click on a link, and then you go back in and fill out the rest of your details. And that's pretty much it. But again, you don't want to use your business email address, because you don't want your inbox cluttered even more with garbage from sites like this one, Super Media. So anyway, that's the very basic, very easy stuff, but that's what you do. That's what it looks like on one site. All sites are a little different, but basically the theme is the same. So I just wanted to show you that, and let's get ready to move on to the next step. Need to fast track your results? Listen, you don't need to do this all by yourself. You don't need to go it alone. Call today and I can discuss how we can build you a personalized Google Plus Local blueprint. This goes way above and beyond what's discussed in this 5-step course. This also will give you faster results, better lead conversion, more new business, and better staying power, and not just one spot on page 1 in the Google Plus Local section, but to have your business occupy multiple results on page 1 for maximum lead conversion. Again, this includes advanced techniques, methods, and processes that aren't shared in this free 5-step course. Now, this comes in 2 formats. The first is a do-it-yourself, step-by-step manual. I do all the legwork for you. I do the keyword research, the competitive research. I put together the plan. You go out and execute the plays. If you don't have time, you just want all the results, great. We can discuss how we can build you a custom strategic plan, build the blueprint, then we'll do all the work for you. In order to get this, give me a call at 941-677-8604. I look forward to speaking with you. Alright, so we're diving into step number 3, and like I said before, this is the most important step, and this is the most important factor, especially in competitive markets, on getting your Google Plus Local listing as high in the results and as visible as possible. And this would be optimizing your website specifically for Google Plus Local. Now, we're going to talk about keyword research, finding the search terms that people are actually using now to find you and find your business in their city, We're going to talk about what a homepage title is. what headings are, how to keyword optimize the text on your website, and then this is a secret that nobody really talks about, but how to create website services pages or website service pages that describe the different things that you do and where you're located or where you perform those services in. This we'll get to in a little bit, but anyway, let's go on to a quick example of some keyword research. Alright, we're back in Google here, and I'm going to show you a couple examples of how to find good keywords for your Google Plus local listing and to include them on your website. It's pretty easy actually, and let's just dive right in. Alright, so let's say you're a chiropractor in Tampa, so we'll go ahead and just type in search who you are and what you do, so chiropractor, Tampa, and here come the search results. Alright, first thing we're going to do actually is, I don't know if you noticed this, start typing, in this case it's chiropractor, oops. Alright, chiropractor. If I could type, that'd be great. Anyway, you notice this drop-down menu. Now this is the different keywords that people are searching. So if you're in Tampa, it's really just saying chiropractor Tampa, but a lot of times Google will suggest other search terms that people are using currently to find a chiropractor in Tampa. So we can go a little bit further. Chiropractor Tampa, and this will give you a little better idea. It's a very basic term. Chiropractor Tampa FL, Chiropractor Tampa Florida. These are all things that people are searching when they're looking for a chiropractor in Tampa. Now I'm also going to show you the bottom of the search results. These are searches related to chiropractor Tampa, yet these are other examples of what people are actually typing into Google to find different chiropractors in Tampa. Back pain Tampa, which has to do with chiropractors. Best chiropractor Tampa. Acupuncture, which a lot of chiropractors are offering. Specific zip codes. So you want to go through, and then you can do a search on back pain Tampa. Alright, so we already know chiropractor Tampa or Tampa chiropractor is going to be a good keyword. By the way, whatever business that you're in, the most searched keyword is typically going to be what you do in the city. So if you're a plumber, it's plumber Sarasota, or Sarasota plumber, or plumber Sarasota FL. Alright, though it's not very hard to do, but anyway, that's just a side note. So now we're at back pain Tampa, and again, if you want to go through here, back pain Tampa, and again, it's going to say back pain doctors, back pain Tampa FL, back pain Tampa Florida. These would all be good keywords to take note of if you were a chiropractor looking to get on the first page with your Google local listing. So then, yet there are more keywords. Tampa auto accident, chiropractors Tampa, neck pain Tampa, we're already there. Tampa back pain, or back page. Okay, that's completely different, but you can kind of get the idea, or what I'm trying to communicate here is you can dive right into Google and get all the keywords you need to start really modifying your website or building a new website that will help support the ranking of your Google Plus local listing. So let's get back into the search results here. Now we're just going to look at the very top Google local result, and this is K's Chiropractic. They have a 5-star rating, 7 reviews, doing well right at the top of the listings, probably getting a lot of business. So let's look at their website. So we've looked at the search results, and we can kind of see through Google Suggest and at the other related searches we get ideas for keywords that have to do with chiropractic, and this is just one example. Whatever you do, it all works the same way. So now we're going to look at the website, and we're going to talk about, the first thing we're going to look for is the homepage title. We want to get keywords from the homepage title. So I'll take my cursor and then just hover it over this tab, and you'll see it has 3 of their main keywords, which are pretty obvious: Tampa chiropractor, chiropractor Tampa, and chiropractic Tampa. Okay, that's called the heading, or I'm sorry, that's called the home title or homepage title. Okay, that's the title of the website. That's the first thing the search engines say or see when they're crawling around the net looking for your site. What's it about? Well, it's about a Tampa chiropractor. Now, this is all just aesthetics. It's a great call to action. These are things that will help convert people once they get on your website. They're important, but that's not what we're talking about right now. Now we're going to talk about headers. They could also be called headlines for all intensive purposes. This is the main header, main headline, and look right here. It has Tampa Chiropractor, K's Chiropractic. It says Individualized Treatment and Pain Control Clinic. Notice here in the text, though, we're talking about optimizing your text with keywords. It starts out with Tampa Chiropractor. Well, what was one of their main keywords in their homepage title? Tampa chiropractor. And it lists off all the different things he does, and these are also keywords like back, neck, sciatica nerve, extremity pain, all the different pains that this chiropractor treats. Now we scroll on to the next. It's called H2, or the second header. It's, for all intents and purposes, like a sub-headline. Tampa chiropractic is another keyword, and then sports injury treatment and rehabilitation. So again, you look in the text, in the first couple sentences you want to try to include your main keywords. So we'll go through here: sports injury, car accident, Tampa chiropractor. It's right there in the first paragraph. So you want to kind of summarize, you want your home page title to have your main keywords. You want the first paragraph or the first headline on your home page to again have your main keyword in it. You want your main keyword in the first couple sentences of the first paragraph. Then you want to use variations of other keywords, and they were actually looking to rank, which they are, for Tampa chiropractic. And as you scroll down again, they're using keywords in the first couple sentences because these are the fastest places that Google goes to find this information about the site. Now we're on to a little bit deeper, more specific: physical therapy, Tampa FL. I'm going to guess that's another keyword they're going after. And again, they use back pain, neck pain, car accident, Tampa clinic, which is, okay, neck pain, whiplash, all the things that you'd expect a chiropractor to do. And again, here in the second paragraph, here we go again, Tampa chiropractor. This is just an example of how to set up your website, and this is called the home page, which is the front page of your website. It's not just for Google Plus Local, but it's for local SEO in general. These are good things to have. I've come across a lot of websites that don't have keywords in their home page title. It just says home, or it would say K's Chiropractic homepage or something like that. That's not going to work. Alright, so then we've gone through the headers, or basically different headlines, and wow, what do you know? It's got a citation here. K's Chiropractic, his address, and his phone number. It's wise to have your citation on every page of your website, sometimes twice if you can fit it in. This really helps. So anyway, that is covering most of the section on step 3 as far as homepage titles, headlines or headers, optimizing the text. And now we're going to move on to something a little bit more detail oriented, but really packs a punch as far as your Google local and local SEO rankings altogether. So let's get into that next. Alright, we're back here in step 3, optimizing your website for Google Plus Local. I think I gave you a decent example of going into the search results for the service in the city that you provide that service in, finding the keywords that people are actually typing into Google, using that Google Suggest box as you're typing in your search phrase, and then going to the bottom of the search result to see other related searches that people are actively searching for or using right now. So that's the keyword section. The last example of that chiropractor that's listed in the very first, or the A position of Google Plus Local on the search on page 1, is a great example of a homepage title using your keywords. Remember, I hovered that arrow over the tab and it popped up the homepage title, and the 3 keywords appeared. Headings, which for all intents and purposes we'll call them headlines. The first heading is the very important. The second is like a subheading, and the third is like a sub-subheading. So you're going to want to dive in from your main keyword to more specific keywords. And then you saw in that third paragraph, it was even more specific. You also saw on that website, which is a great example of how to use your keywords intelligently in the text and make sure that they're in the first 2 or 3 sentences of each paragraph. Google picks up on all those things, and that in combination with having a good citation profile, remember your name, address, and phone number on all these local business directory sites throughout online or throughout the web, really packs a powerful punch, and you've just seen an example of that. Now I'm going to talk to you briefly about website service pages and how they can help you with your keyword optimization and how they can help push your Google Plus Local listing up high. And we're going to use the same website as an example, so let's jump in. Alright, we're back here at Dr. K's site. I wanted to show you something else that really helps push your Google Plus Local listing to the very top of the results, and also helps your website. Now remember, when Google crawls the web and crawls your website, they're looking for authority signals. Basically, they want to see a lot of content on your website that has to do with the services that you provide. A lot of websites out there don't really have much more than an about us, a home page, and then some services all on one page. We do this, and that. And a lot of times that doesn't really cut it in a more competitive markets, and lately it won't cut it for much of anything. So if you really want to get some traffic from your Google Plus local list, you really want to push that listing to the top of the results, here's something that you should probably consider. If you look right here, this is chiropractic care, and then there's a drop down menu. These are all the different things that this chiropractor treats for. For any other company, it would be services. Whatever the things that you provide, most companies provide more than one service. You have a drop down menu. Now, we'll take sports injury for an example. Click on that, and look what comes up here. This is their services page. Sports injury recovery. No Tampa athlete, athlete, amateur, professional wants to be sidelined or benched due to sports injury. Then they have, so the headline, or the heading, header 1, whatever you want to call it, is sports injury recovery. That's their keyword. Then it goes into more specific keywords. Sports injuries, Tampa sports injuries. Sports injuries again, back pain, neck pain, tennis elbow, back pain. Second line, like the subheadline, Tampa chiropractor combines first-hand experience with massage therapy and physical therapy for treatment. Chiropractors, back pain, I'm just going over the keywords, sports injury, chiropractic, and then once again their main keyword, Tampa chiropractor. So they have a page set up with a little article or 3 small articles for each of their services. So when Google crawls this site, not only does it know that Dr. K's is a chiropractor and that Dr. K's provides all these different services, but there's an in-depth, there's a lot of depth to the site where they have specific pages set up that solely focus on that service or that subject matter. And again, they use the same format that I showed you on the home page. The title of this page is Massage Therapy Tampa FL, Chiropractic Back Neck Pain. And then even their zip code, which is 33607, which is another location identifier. So again, they're using their word Tampa chiropractic, massage therapy in the first headline. Then in the first sentence, visit a chiropractor, neck pain, back pain, chiropractors, physical adjustments, massage therapy. Again, it matches the headline. Hopefully you're kind of picking up on this. It's not rocket science, but you know what? A lot of businesses don't have this on their website. Then again, Tampa massage therapy, car accident injury, sports injury. You see how these different pages all kind of combine together. This is, although this page focuses just on massage therapy and Tampa chiropractic in general, it delves into, again, the car accident injury and sports injury that were on other pages. So all of these pages kind of work together to really build this site as an authority site in Tampa for chiropractic. We'll do one more, pain management. We'll just do pain management in general. So again, we go up to the excuse me, the title of this page is Pain Management Tampa FL, Chiropractic Pain Therapy Treatment. So here's their main keyword, Pain Management Tampa FL, chronic pain. And then once again, they're still using their main keyword, Tampa chiropractor, that they use on their site in general. Then we go down to, again, the second headline, Tampa chiropractor. And they have all the different things that they treat. So this is something you want to take note of, and this is really a good way to structure your website, not only to really boost your Google Plus local or your Google Places for Business listing, but overall, from a search engines or pure local SEO point of view, sites like these really kill it. And why does that matter again? Because again, people are using Google, especially with their mobile devices, to find listings of businesses they want to go and visit or at least call. So all these things that I'm showing you are examples of things that need to be done in order to really overtake your competition and get the lion's share of the market. So anyway, that was the part about service pages. Hopefully this whole section here has helped you out. Again, we've gone over a lot of different things. We've gone over homepage titles, headlines, keyword optimization in text, and now we've gone into service-specific pages on the website using all those keywords. And again, I forgot to say, we went over how to find the different keywords in your business, in your service industry, and in your where you're located, to come put together a site that really boost the listing, your Google Plus local listing. So like I said in the beginning of this training, this is the most important factor in Google Plus local right now. So this is something I definitely pay attention to. Alright, well, let's go on to the next section. The #1 ranking factor in Google Plus Local is your website, so you need to get this right. Call today and discuss how we can build a Google Plus Local optimized website. A website designed specifically for higher Google Plus Local rankings, supports video and blog marketing, showcases your 5-star reviews from other third-party sites like Google Plus Local, Yelp, etc. It's built for multiple page 1 search results, so that you have different pages, different blog posts, articles, different things on your website can all rank by themselves on page 1 for, again, maximum lead conversion. But you need to call me at 941-677-8604 to discuss how we can do this for you. Alright, we're on to step 4 and finally get into the part you probably thought was step 1, and that's setting up your Google Plus Local listing page. Optimizing your Google Plus Local listing. We're going to talk about claiming and verifying your listing, making sure that you have accurate categories, make sure that you upload at least 10 or more high-resolution images, keyword optimize your description, make sure your business details are accurate, and we'll talk a little bit about special offers and coupons. So this is everything that's needed to go ahead and optimize your listing. Now, the reason why we did this in step number 4 is because it's smarter to start with your citation building, putting your listing in all the business directories on the outside of the listing. Then you work your way from the business directories into your website, because your website address attaches to your listing. It'll be the link in your listing. So you want to make sure that's built correctly, that's optimized, it has the proper pages, keyword structuring, etc. Then you move on to your Google listing, because if everything else shows up and you've done that work first, that whole picture, that whole footprint is already done. By the time you go ahead and claim and verify your listing and set it up, it's like rocket fuel. It all then connects. It makes sense to Google, and you'll jump in the listings a lot quicker, in the rankings, I mean, a lot quicker than you would if you did the other way around. You want to make sure everything outside that connects to your listing is done first, and then you work on your listing. So let's jump in and let me show you an example right now. Alright, here we are. Let's get started. I'm going to create a fictitious listing just to demonstrate exactly how you set everything up. So the first thing you want to do is go to google.com/business/places for business. It's going to ask you to get started for free, and it's going to ask you to sign in. I've already signed in with one of my many Google accounts. And if you don't have a Gmail account, click on Get Started for Free again, and it'll have you set it up. It's free, and it takes, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes to do. But most people have an account. So if you do, sign in, and then you're going to come to a screen that looks like this. It's going to say search for your business. So I'm going to make up a company, ABC Plumbing Company, and it asks for where it is. Tampa. I can't type today. Tampa, Florida. Great. Hit enter. Now this is usually what you'll get. Alright, so if this is, say this was my company, I'd click on this arrow, and it would go right to a verify by phone or postcard. So if you already have a listing but it's not claimed, you're going to come to this screen. The easiest thing you could possibly do is click on verify by phone, and it will give you a PIN number, and then when they call you, it'll give you a PIN number. It's an automated call from Google, and then you can go in and enter that in your listing and unlock it. If for some reason you don't want to verify by phone, you can do verify by postcard. Just click and go ahead, and it'll send you a postcard with the PIN number that, again, when you log in, you use to unlock your listing. So in this case here, let's just pretend like you don't have a listing at all. So no, none of these are my businesses. So I'm sure some of you don't, some of you do, and I'll just do it this way. So it's going to ask you to enter in your business details. So again, it's ABC Plumbing Company, and it's United States. I'm just going to have a fake address here, 3723 East Hillsboro. Forgive me while I do this real quick, and just say it's unit. Oops. We'll just say it's unit 5C. Alrighty, and now it's in Tampa, Florida. Select your state. It's all pretty basic stuff. And then we'll just put in the zip code, which in this case would be 33612. So just minimize that there, put in 33612. And your main business phone number in this case will be 813-555. Let's see, 2323. All right, and then it's going to ask you to find a main category. So you start typing plumber. Great, that's my category. It's not what you do, it's who you are. If you're a plumber and you do burst pipe repair, that's not a category. Burst pipe repair at Bradenton or burst pipe repair Tampa isn't a category. It's who you are and not what you do. So in this case, I'm a plumber, and I'll go ahead and click on submit. Alrighty, then it gives me the same option. Since this isn't a listing that's already on the map, it needs me to verify by postcard. Are there ways to get around that if you have a brand new listing? Sure, but that's really not for this video. Anyway, we're going to go to the dashboard now, so I'm going to continue and verify later, because again, this is just a fake business. I don't want to do anything like that. It says we're adding your business and creating your Google Plus page right now. So here we go. Again, it's taking a little bit longer because I'm using screen sharing software, and we just want to click on the listing, which I believe we're already on. Just going to load it up here. All right, great. This is a business listing on Google. Of course, it says, we won't be able to use everything until I verify. Great. Okay, at this time, you want to make sure we want to refer back to that thing we called the citation, or NAP, name, address, and phone number. This is really what brings everything together. You have all these local business directories with the name, address, and phone number. You have the identical formatted name, address, and phone number on your website. So now you want to make sure that your company name, company address, company phone number, of course, matches those. So I just want to interject that really quickly. So again, this is very important. This is the glue that brings it all together. All right, you want to make sure you're not you can't put in custom categories anymore. It'll give you whatever's in the drop down. So the days of putting your keywords in the categories are done. Hours of operation, very straightforward. Just type in the hours of operation. Just put 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and that'll be weekdays. Okay, save it. Again, very straightforward. This will have your hours of operation. Photos. Now you want to get some really good quality images or photos of your business or some of the work that you've done if you're a service-based business, and you just simply want to upload them. I suggest that you do 10, and the very first image that you upload is going to be your main image on your listing. I don't know if you remember back in the beginning, but when I showed you a couple examples of listings, the first image is like a logo. So you want to put your best image and upload it first. And then this is the part, it's called an introduction. Self-explanatory. You get 200 characters to describe your business, and this is where you want to put in some keywords. So I just say, welcome to our listing. We are a Tampa plumbing company waiting to serve you. All right, this is very generic. We specialize in, and then from that point, if we specialize, can't spell here. We specialize, okay, you get it. We specialize in, and then you can list in some of the services, which are probably keywords. And once you're done with that, you just click on save. So we've gotten that part. There's no edits, and pretty much that's it for the basic business listing stuff. The things I'd really emphasize is coming up with a good 200 character description or introduction. Don't go by my example, that's just off the fly, but you want to put some thought into it. You want to make sure you have as many photos of your business as possible. Make sure the first one that you upload is the best one, because that's the one that's going to show up with your listing. So from here, you see this menu here on the left. This is the listing information. If you're paying per click and you want to be part of the blue tab AdWords Express on the map, sometimes you find that in search results, you click on there. If you want to develop your Google Plus social page, which we're really not covering in this, you could do that as well. Now we're also talking about Google Offers. So I clicked on that. And again, if I verify my business, I would have options to create different offers, which there's a cost involved in it, but sometimes it's a great thing that separates you from other listings. If you have, I don't want to call them Groupon deals, but coupon deals that entice people, if you're that type of business, to contact you or use your coupons, it's a good thing to do. This is totally paid. It's not a bad thing because we've discussed nothing but free things up to this point. But again, if you're talking about converting more people that fall on your page or see your listing on the search results, Google offers is a good thing to consider. So, all things being said, that's not a bad thing to consider. But setting up your listing is plain stupid, simple, easy. Just follow the instructions, and like I said, if you haven't claimed your listing, the easiest way is probably to have them verify by phone and call your main business number. If for some reason that's not working out, or you have a brand new business and a brand new listing, then they're going to make sure they're going to send you a postcard to your actual business address. So those are the things I would basically hone in on. This is a lot easier than the website section we just went over, but again, I just wanted to show you this is a new dashboard. It's now incorporated into the Google Plus social media section, and it just has a little bit different look and feel from what Google Places had a couple years ago. Alright, let's go on to the next step. Need to fast track your results? Listen, you don't need to do this all by yourself. You don't need to go it alone. Call today and I can discuss how we can build you a personalized Google Plus Local blueprint. This goes way above and beyond what's discussed in this 5-step course. This also will give you faster results, better lead conversion, more new business, and better staying power, and not just one spot on page 1 in the Google Plus Local section, but to have your business occupy multiple results on page 1 for maximum lead conversion. Again, this includes advanced techniques, methods, and processes that aren't shared in this free 5-step course. Now, this comes in 2 formats. The first is a do-it-yourself, step-by-step manual. I do all the legwork for you. I do the keyword research, the competitive research. I put together the plan. You go out and execute the plays. If you don't have time and you just want all the results, great. We can discuss how we can build you a custom strategic plan, build the blueprint, then we'll do all the work for you. In order to get this, give me a call at 941-677-8604. I look forward to speaking with you. Alright, we're on to step 5, the 5th and final step. It's all about getting reviews, and before we get into that, I just want to share some important information with you, and this has to do with online reviews and how they affect consumers in 2014. Here's a stat for you. 79% of consumers trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation. 85% of consumers say that they read online reviews for local businesses. 73% of consumers say positive customer reviews make them trust a business more. Here's some game changers I wanted to share with you. The game changer number 1 is, even if you're not well optimized in the search results, and somebody heard of your business through a friend, or they saw one of your other forms of marketing, and say they want to get direction. So what they do is they go to Google and they Google your company name plus whatever city you're located in, and in this case, boom, there you are. You're essentially naked in a sense. One of the first things that's going to show up is your Google listing. Alright, and one of the things you need to look at is the reviews. Now, if you don't have any reviews, that's fine. You're in the eyes of the online world, you're not quite as credible, but what's even worse is when you have bad reviews. So say, hypothetically, this person was looking to go visit Oceanside Dental in Tampa, and if you're watching this, I'm sorry, I'm just using this as an example, and they have a 2.4 out of 5-star rating with 12 reviews. So it's not just they had 1 or 2 reviews and one was bad and one was good. Out of 12 reviews, they're under 50% basically satisfaction rating. So that's game changer number 1. Game changer number 2 is that customer reviews are a major factor in almost every type of online marketing. And what I mean by that is, if you look in the search results, even if you optimize your list and you get to page 1, your reviews are right there, as you can see. Also, bad reviews show up in maps. In Google Plus, as we've kind of talked about, they show up sometimes in your pay-per-click. They'll have their review rating or your star rating right underneath your ad. Website ranking, sometimes they're under websites. Organic ranking, which is kind of the same thing, in local directories. When people go to Yelp, Insider Pages, Yellow Pages, Angie's List, Demand Force, stuff like that, they're also going to see reviews. So reviews are really an important thing. So let's go on to game changer number 3. SEO, social media, pay-per-click, local marketing in general, none of it works anymore if you have bad reviews online. You know, this first step would be create a 5-star reputation. Step 2, market your products and services. Game changer number 4. Reviews send you pre-qualified, pre-sold customers because buyers trust reviews as much as personal recommendations. So remember, 79% of buyers trust reviews as much as a personal recommendation. So this is pretty powerful stuff. So why is reputation so vital to a business? Well, here's another stat for you. Consumers look up an average of 10 reviews before making a decision. So if you don't have 6 to 10 reviews or more, you're not necessarily in the best light with your potential customer. 70% of consumers trust a business with a minimum of 6 to 10 reviews. And this is from demandforce.com. So without 10 5-star reviews, your business simply isn't trusted. So let's go on to step number 5. Their positive online review strategy. Now in this particular step, we're not going to go over examples because examples online aren't really going to help you out. You can see businesses that have good ratings, you can see ones that have no ratings at all, and you can see ones that have bad ratings, but you might have no idea how they got to any of those points. So I'm going to go over what our company personally does in our review strategy, and hopefully you can adapt some of these things to yourself. So pay attention, this is pretty important, and the odds are you haven't examined all these factors. Factor number 1, you want to develop systems to build your 5-star reputation. You want to make it as easy and seamless as possible for your customers that are happy with you to leave a review that you can market. Which goes on to step number 2, marketing your positive reviews. You want to take that reputation that you've worked so hard to build and that your happy customers have readily made it public for you. You want to know how to market these reviews to generate more phone calls and leads into your business. Number 3, monitor and managing your reputation. Now notice this one isn't the first thing. And by the way, if a company ever approaches you and says they do reputation monitoring or reputation management, and that's all they do, run away. Turn around and run away because they don't know what they're talking about. Although monitoring and managing your reputation is part of the process, you want to talk with people that are going to market your reputation, somebody who's going to help you build your reputation online. I'm sure all of you, most businesses that are watching this, have a good reputation. A lot of you haven't taken the time, or maybe tried and failed, of actually getting that reputation into the online world. And remember, local online marketing is huge now. More and more people, again, aren't just going to their computers and laptops, they're looking right then and there on their mobile device, be it a tablet, be it an iPhone, an Android, whatever you have. Those people are using those devices to find businesses like you. So you really want to have your best foot forward, so to speak, but monitoring and managing by itself isn't going to do much. It's a defensive strategy. You want to be on the offense. You want to be proactive on the offense, leveraging your good reputation that you built to market and generate leads and new customers. Simply sitting around and monitoring or managing your reputation and that's it is going to do you no good, because all you're going to deal with is when something bad comes up and you're being reactive instead of proactive. So that's my little rant, but this is something that I can't stand when somebody talks about reputation management or monitoring for a local small business, because it doesn't do you squat. If you've gotten to the situation where you already have some bad reviews and now we better do something, you're obviously behind the curve. And yeah, you need to be able to have a system in place that you can readily identify both positive and negative reviews so that you can respond immediately. So is monitoring and managing part of a whole reputation strategy or an online review strategy? Yes. But if that's all you're doing, it's going to be miserable for you. Alright, and the last one is creating a reputation culture within your business. Okay, you want to be able to have your staff and employees trained on how to provide great service, which I know most businesses are providing great service at the local level, but you need to have a system in place that trains all of your employees. When you bring in new employees, they go into the training so that they know how to provide services, but more importantly, they know how to help get positive reviews that you can, again, market and leverage to drive more business. Okay, so this is what we're going to be going over in step 5, so let's dig in. The perfect reputation marketing strategy. Now this is a chart or a graphic that I put together that best illustrates the 4 steps to a great reputation marketing strategy. Number 1, obviously, is build your reputation. Okay, so you want to get reviews. You want to get reviews not only on your Google listing, but in Yelp, in Yahoo, Yellow Pages, Insider Pages, Bing, Kudzu, Angie's List, Demand Force. There's tons of them out there depending on what service and industry is. Besides Google plus local, there's usually a niche specific directory that does reviews that you want to have your best foot forward. You also want to build, what we do is we actually build a small website or web page where we direct for all of our clients' reviews through that. So it acts as a filter. And basically what that is somebody, the business is constantly looking for feedback. They put systems in place, or we put systems in place where you can constantly get feedback. Now, if there's good feedback, say a 4 or 5 star rating, that page directs them to either post a review on one of the third-party sites or gives that business permission to use their review anywhere online. If it's a lukewarm or even a bad review, that leads them to another page that says, hey, we're sorry about your experience. What can we do to help it? And this will, if you do this, this will get you in a better situation where your angry customers or clients or patients, I mean, at some point it's all going to happen. We have a bad day or whatever. It keeps them off these public sites ranting and raving or ranting and yelling about what a bad experience they had. Okay, so that's a great system to have in place. That's called being proactive versus being reactive. So that's part of building your reputation. Now we're going to talk about probably the most important factor, which is to market your reputation. So if you built a good 5-star reputation, now let's market it. Let's get a return on this investment of your time and effort. So you want to put it in your sales strategy. Something like in a sales strategy, like, hey, we're great at doing X, Y, and Z. If you don't believe us, or you don't have to believe us, here's what all of our customers are saying about us. I mean, that's as good as a referral, basically. So you want to market. You want to market on the third-party sites. You want to be able to market on your social media. Excuse me. There's many ways to market your reputation once you've built a good 5-star reputation. So now on to manage your reputation. I know I just went on a rant. You do have to manage part of it, but man, I'm telling you again, if that's all you're doing, or somebody approaches you, says, we manage reputation, are you interested? It's a waste of time. They don't know what they're doing. Don't ever involve yourself in that. It's going to be purely hell for you. Alright, so you want to monitor and engage. So you see all these third-party sites, you want to be able to have a system in place that you can constantly know. You'll be alerted, usually by email, right away, whether there's a positive or a negative review. And you always want to respond to every review on these listing sites, especially Google plus local, which you have the capability to do in your dashboard. If there's a negative review, you respond right away. You do whatever you can to fix it. Now, if you're using a good reputation building strategy like a private review page that I just told you about, the odds of you getting one of these on a public site are very slim, because you're gonna address that situation right there and hopefully satisfy that upset customer so they don't go onto these public sites. That's what I mean by managing your reputation. You want to have systems, automated systems in place. And I'm not talking about Google Alerts, because Google Alerts doesn't work for reviews that don't use your business name and they don't use certain keywords. Okay, so you can go ahead and dispel that right now, because it's not an effective strategy. Okay, I'm just being very blunt and forward, because this is a very important part of this whole training, the 5 steps to dominate Google plus local. So again, you want to have an easy automated system that allows you to know exactly within 24 hours when any type of review is posted, so that you want to respond to the positive reviews publicly, and you want to have a way to respond to the negative reviews publicly. So if somebody, like a potential customer, comes across one of these bad reviews, at least they see that you've engaged and you've tried to make it right, and then it kind of dispels the negativity around the bad review. And this is on to the last part, which is create a culture. Create a perfect 5-star reputation culture. You want to educate your staff and inspire them, obviously, to give the best service every time. And you want to give them the tools to know exactly how to do that, know how to ask for reviews. There's really good ways to do this, and it's not just, hey, you want to leave us a review, because yeah, you know, maybe 30% of the people you say that to will take the time and effort to find the site and log in and leave you a review. There's better ways to do that, and you want to create a culture and an educational system for your business that will do this. So let's move on. We're going to talk about developing your 5-star reputation. So there are ways to get reviews. You can use postcards. You can send out postcards to past customers. Obviously, if you have one of these review pages, they can go right to that page and leave you a review. And then if you have somebody like us, we can post the review on the client's behalf. We can help them review it, or they can do the reviews themselves. Again, you want to make it seamless for your happy customers or clients or patients to leave you positive reviews. Postcards are a good way to drive that traffic. The next is business cards. You should have something on your business cards that allows them to go to a link or a QR code, or just ask, hey, leave us a review or give us feedback, something like that. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I hope you get the point. Email templates. You want to be able, if you have an email database of your current and past customers, clients, and patients, you want to have some templates that are effective in getting people to respond and leave reviews. People that normally didn't or didn't have the time, or maybe didn't even know about these things. It encourages them. Again, you want to have a system in place once they click on a link in an email, and you want to have an email subject line, and the writing, the content in the email be inspiring enough to motivate them to leave you reviews, okay? The next is the private review pages. I think I've already touched on that. A posting strategy. Now that's interesting. There are lots of different ways to help people post reviews that are ethical and straightforward. You don't want to create a bunch of fake reviews under a bunch of fake Google profiles. It may last for a little bit, but you're going to jeopardize your listing. It could just get revoked, and then you have no listing, and you know, and that's that. So it's not illegal, but it's just something that you don't want to do. But there are ways, with the client's explicit consent and with a paper trail of their positive review, either an actual written review or something where they entered the review on, say, a private web page, and they clicked OK and I agree, and that web page records the date which they authorized and wrote the review. It records their IP address, which is your online identifier of what device you are using and where you are physically. So it's a great thing to have as a posting strategy. So now let's develop your 5-star reputation. This is a little bit more into that subject matter. Businesses can't post reviews from customers. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Review sites have algorithms and filters that delete all reviews that are posted from the same computer IP network. Now, what I mean is, it's not a wise idea to have a computer or a laptop or even a tablet that you say, hey, are you happy with our experience? Yeah, the customer loves you, great, this is awesome, I love you. Okay, then go over to this computer or use this iPad and leave us a review. It's a foolish thing to do. You know why? Because these review sites, including Google and Yelp especially, they can see all these reviews are coming from the same location, which is usually your business address or the same device. It's obviously contrived. And your reviews just won't stick. So again, is it illegal? No. I mean, are you going to get in trouble? Maybe your listing might get revoked or pulled down, but you're just not going to, it's going to be a lot of effort for nothing. All right. What we do is we have proprietary systems and processes that can post reviews for a company without being filtered or deleted. And again, I preface this with legitimate reviews from legitimate people. Okay, this system can be abused or it can be used successfully. That's something you want to consider, and you know, if you want to do it on your own, that's great. Think of something that you could do that would be able to help assist maybe your elderly customers, clients, or patients, or people that maybe are a little bit harder to motivate. They've written a positive review, they love you, but when it comes to actually taking the time to go online, to sign into that website, if you have a login and go through all the steps, there's sometimes a lot of resistance in place for somebody to actually get through all these steps to leave you that positive review. So yeah, there are posting strategies, and yeah, there are great ways to get 5-star reviews and you know, get all the feedback that you're getting that's positive or 5-star and get it out there online. Alright, so we're going to go to marketing your 5-star reputation. So you've built a 5-star reputation. Now how do you market it? Video marketing. Here's a great no-brainer. Get video testimonials from your happy customers. Simple as that. That will go. You can post them on your website, you can share them in social media, obviously you can upload them to YouTube, and hey, you can even take YouTube videos and do a little video SEO and have your customer testimonial video show up right in the search results for your main keyword. Not a big deal. Website marketing. You want to have, this isn't just putting like videos on which are effective on your website, but you want to have your third-party testimonials your third-party site testimonials right there on maybe the right column or right sidebar of your website, so that when people are on your website for the first time, they can see all these great reviews that you have from other customers, and the odds of them picking up the phone or visiting you or taking some sort of action towards doing business with you skyrocket if you have that on your website. Social media marketing, you want to find ways, and we have a system where we actually make an image of a positive review and share it on Facebook, tweet it out on Twitter, share it on Google+, you name it, we do it. Email marketing, this is something where, again, if you're doing email marketing, you want to show, hey, not only are we great, look at what all of our customers say, and you want to have reviews in a certain way in your email marketing. Maps marketing, that's kind of more what we're talking about in this entire course, I guess you'd call it, is maps marketing, meaning all the listings that you have, the major ones that people actually go to, like Google, Yahoo, Bing, Yelp. Unfortunately, I have a whole different opinion of Yelp, but yeah, they're a major site. Obviously, the reviews on these third-party listings are on the map are important. And then sales marketing. I kind of touched on that before. It could be part of your sales process. It depends on what type of business you're in and if that situation presents itself or not. But when it gets down to somebody making a decision and you really want to push them over the edge without being pushy, sit back and say, all right, we've talked about everything. This seems like something that would fit you. But here's what all of our other current and past customers said. Why don't you check that out and let me know? Something like that. I just, right off the top of my head. All these things are very powerful. So man, it's not just about getting reviews. It's about building a good review profile and then marketing it. So let's move on. Manage your 5-star reputation. Like I said, I've already gone into my rants about that, so let's talk about how you properly manage it. You want to have daily monitoring. Google alerts don't work. Okay, you can set up a Google alert for your name. You can set up a Google alert for your business name, the president's name, the owner's name, the employees' names. You can set up for keywords. Most of the time when people, if you look at the reviews, they don't put keywords in the reviews. I went to this Braden chiropractor, ABC chiropractor, and this Braden chiropractor was horrible. That doesn't work, okay? There are systems that can be put in place, and a lot of them are automated, that just monitor your listings that, by the way, you've claimed and now control. And you're able to set that up where you have daily alerts if need be. Bi-weekly reporting, you want to see, this is stuff, again, we do. We show our clients every other week. Okay, this is what's happened, this is what's not happening. Again, you can't manage what you can't measure. I said that in the beginning and I'll say it again. Alright, daily review alerts, negative and positive. That kind of goes in with the daily monitoring. You want to respond to all reviews, positive and negative. If you have positive reviews, respond publicly and say thanks. We look forward to helping you out more. We appreciate your feedback. If it's a negative review, hey, we weren't aware that your experience is bad. What can we do to help you? Here's a way to contact us. Again, negative reviews happen every now and then. It's how you respond publicly that's key. What you don't want to do with the negative reviews, you don't want to say, this was spam, or this person was impossible to work with and I hate you, or don't ever come back, or don't make excuses. Either it was your fault or not. It could be a fake review. And if somebody leaves a fake review from, say, like a competitor and you know it's fake, just say, hey, I'm sorry, we don't have you in our records. Have we dealt with you before? Something like that. There are very intelligent ways to respond if these actually happen. Location-based reporting. If you run a multi-location business, each listing is different. So one location can have a good day while the other one's having a bad day, and boom, you get a review on the bad one, you have good reviews on the other location. You want all your locations to have 5-star reputation, so obviously you want to monitor all locations and have that be automated. Then you obviously want to continue to grow your reviews. So as you're managing everything else, you still want to build your reviews and build that reputation as much, as high as you can possibly get it, and as many reviews as you possibly can, because there's no limit to that while you're managing it. Alright, posting reviews can't be done by an individual. That's very right. You can't just post reviews by yourself or even with a couple different locations. It's just not as easy as that anymore. You have to have a paper trail. You have to have written authorization. They need to be real accounts, not fake accounts on Google that you made up or somebody's making up. You might get by or might get away with it here and there, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's getting harder and harder to do. So you just want to have a review strategy when people need help or want, or said explicitly, you can post this anywhere online on my behalf, and then there's a paper trail or a footprint back to the real review. It's all fine. It's ethical. It's fine. It's great. You're just helping them or having a third party help them enter the review online. Some people call the gray area. That's fine, but as long as it's a real review, it's a real person, and they've given you authorization to do so, there's nothing wrong with it. And then you want to manage by, and this is the key, you want to manage by marketing only your 5-star reviews. Your 4-star reviews don't matter, 3, 2, especially 3, 2, and 1. You don't want them to see the light of day, and if they do, you have to nip that in the bud real quick. All right. So that's what most businesses don't get, is you, again, want to have that system in place, like the private review web page. You want to only have the 5-star reviews go online. Most businesses didn't think about that. You want to have that 5-star review, because then you're the authority in your local niche, your local service, and then there's other companies that are on page 1 along with you, and your listing's there and so is theirs. You want to have more 5-star reviews. As simple as that. I mean, this is really cutthroat stuff. And so now we're going to talk about creating a reputation marketing culture, and this is straight, stupid, simple, okay? You expect your staff to give first-class service, right? Correct? So what's your plan to inspire your staff to give first-class service to your customers and get raving reviews? Well, here's the answer. What we do is we actually build a personalized online reputation training centers with videos similar to this, but probably a little bit more professional, that train step by step how to do things, how to provide good service, which hopefully they're already trained on, but just a reminder of how to treat the customers, clients, or patients, how to always work in, but not do too much, work in easy ways to ask for positive feedback, negative feedback, and then ask for ways to get raving reviews. So that's what we do. You can come up with some ideas on your own. If you're not technically savvy, you're not interested in hiring a third party to do it for you, that's fine. That's what this training's for. That's the best way to tackle that. Alright, well that concludes this 5th and final strategy on creating an online review strategy. We've gone over how to build a 5-star reputation, how to properly market and leverage that reputation to its utmost potential, how to put systems in place to manage, monitor, and engage with your people that are using reviews, your customers, clients, or patients. And we went on to go a little bit more in depth on how to build a reputation culture. There's different ways to do that. We just went over personalized reputation training center online. You can do things offline. This is really a great way. These 4 pillars of reputation marketing, again, marketing and not managing, will really, really put you over the edge. If you've done all the other 5 steps, you've gotten your Google Plus local listing to the top, you're getting phone calls, you're getting traffic to your website, you're getting people walking in. Well, guess what? When you put more reviews and when you put 5-star reviews into play, now you're getting even more business. And what does that lead to? More referrals from those happy customers, and it just grows exponentially. So this is a really important part to the strategy, and hopefully you've taken away something from this. Alright, thank you. Need help with your online reputation marketing strategy? I have you covered. Call today and discuss how I can put together a plan specifically for you that would include things such as a fully branded private review webpage to gather your reviews, monthly customer review posting to get the max amount of 5-star reviews online as quickly as possible, video testimonials, marketing those 5-star reviews on your website, social media, and other offline channels, online reputation media center that produces anything from window clings, table tents, to postcards, and an online reputation employee training center to create that 5-star reputation culture within your business. To get started, give me a call today at 941-677-8604.